Hey YouTube. So it's been 13 weeks or 3 months since I've had FFS, and I thought I'd just check in with everybody. Originally, before I had FFS, at the 3-month mark, I had a different vision of how I would be looking like at this time. But when I think about it, it seems like my expectations are almost surreal. I guess I've been watching too much sci-fi. So it's important. I think it's important that we try to stay objective of what is available to us and what we can do to improve ourselves, and try not to let our fantasies or anxieties, or whatever you want to call it, get to us, and just try to appreciate what we have or what we are able to do to make our lives better. So it's taken me quite a while to come to that realization, or to agree with that realization. So if you're thinking like, oh, what are you talking about? Like, I don't blame you. So start with incisions, I guess. There's my tracheal shave incision. It's almost as the texture is almost the same as the skin around it now, so it's not like it's bumpy anymore like it was originally. So it's almost 100%. In terms of the actual area itself, I wish they could shave it a little bit further, but this is one of the things I would say is a medical complication that we can't go past. If the doctor were to shave any further, I would probably not have a voice to use at this time, so thank you for stopping what you did, doctor. I kind of like talking to people. So yeah, compromise. I never had any pain in this area, just it felt like a sore throat for a few days, that's it. Forehead incision. I mean, I doubt you can really see it, but it's more kind of noticeable on the side than it is in the front. You can probably see a little bit there, and a little bit there. But, I mean, as you can tell, when I have my hair down, no one's the wiser. Even when I tie my hair back for work, it actually hides pretty well, So, no one's actually asked me any questions, which is kind of odd, but kind of good, It just goes to show that my choice that was available to me for a surgeon was the right choice for me. So, I'm glad it worked out that way. In terms of pain, it did feel like I was growing horns out of my head for quite a while after surgery. So that was one of the more major aspects that I was concerned with. In terms of the actual sculpting of the area, they shaved down my brow ridge. I totally looked like a gorilla before, and then they filled in my forehead because I had a huge kind of divot in there. So it's not completely shaven down. There's a bit of a brow ridge, but it's not like every woman has no brow ridge, So it's part of the percentage that I am happy with. And also, I'm glad he stopped there, because if he went any further, it would collapse my nasal cavity, and I'd probably have problems breathing, and who knows what else. So, yay, thank you for stopping there. And another example of compromise, I guess. I did have quite a bit of pain behind my eyebrows, especially when I touched them. I wanted to touch them because my eyebrows weren't moving at all, so I wanted to stimulate the area by massaging and whatnot to get it going. So, yeah, they work pretty good now. Let's see, what else? So when they did my chin stuff, they cut a section out that way and a section out that way, so it kind of looked like a cross. They also cut me open from about here all the way across the gum line and inside like that to get to the area. But it's completely healed on the inside. You gotta kind of be careful. Well, I had to definitely be careful about food getting clogged around there. I don't know how much success other people have had, but after any kind of bite, any one bite you take, it gets stuck in there, and you have. So I think I spent more time cleaning than I did chewing. But luckily it's healed up really nice, and you can barely tell there was ever an incision in there. So, yay! So the incision, the cross that they took out, this side is completely normal in terms of sensation. This side has been numb more so than other areas since the beginning, and it's still numb. And when I have something cold bite into it or drink something, it still tingles on this side all the way down. It's kind of a neat sensation actually, but I'm glad that it's come to a point where I can actually feel where the plate is. So I can actually describe it now, and it's a plate that sits on my chin like this, and it attaches the two pieces together, and it's about a centimeter wide and an inch long, and you can actually feel where the two bones meet at the bottom of my chin. It's kind of weird, but kind of cool at the same time. It's not like the plate sticks out or anything, and I can definitely not feel any of the screws. So yeah, it's totally cool. It's doing whatever it's supposed to do, and it's doing it at the best way it possibly can. I'm pretty happy with those results there. In terms of pain management for that area, oh, excuse me, it was rather painful. I did have quite a bit of pain in my jaw. No sugarcoating that. There's no way getting around it either. Also because they were shaving away at the sides to make it, kind of a softer angle and whatnot. So, I expected X amount of pain, and it was within tolerance. So, yeah. What else? I made a little bit of list, so that's what I'm looking at the moment. Yeah, there's still a bit of swelling. I can still feel it kind of swollen on this side, and I can feel a bit of swelling right around here. If I take my hand and touch all across the top of my forehead, I can tell that this side is far more rounded and better healed and contoured than this side. This side still kind of sticks out a bit, so there's still a bit of healing there to go, and that's only to be expected. And what else? Oh, the doctor was really surprised that I had feeling at the top of my head. Apparently a lot of people don't have any feeling there, so I guess I was extremely lucky in that aspect. If you're wondering why, it's because they cut the nerves that go across your forehead. The good thing is I've started regaining sensation along the top here, so whenever I used to bump my head just after surgery, I would just hear a loud thud kind of sound, and that's how I'd realize I'd hit my head. But now I can actually feel stuff. I've been massaging it, so that seems to help quite a lot, and I'm really glad that I'm starting to regain feeling, so now, I won't be the last one to know that it's raining. Did I miss anything on my lists? I don't think so. Oh, someone asked me if I had my ears modified, because they saw my ears and it's kind of pointy. No, I didn't have them modified. They are 100% me, good or bad. So yeah, I don't mind them. They're behind under my hair and stuff, so whatever. And it's boring being completely the same as everybody else, Individualism. That was unnecessary. Okay, I can't really think of anything else to talk about, so... Oh, here's a little tidbit that's kind of interesting, I think. My parents have not noticed anything different about me since FFS. Believe it or not. which I think is kind of weird because, you know, they used to see my face all the time when I lived with them and grew up with them, and it's not like they're senile or anything, but, you know, don't you think you'd notice something different about your child? So I guess that goes to show the craftsmanship that went into it, yeah. Once again, the whole realism aspect. My view now is, you know, this is closer to what I probably would have looked at if I was born natural. So, I'm okay with it, considering what, you know, the doctor had to work with and whatnot. So, yeah. I'm okay with it. I'm happy with it. So, yeah. Oh, I think I'm missing one detail or two, but you know what? Email me, as always, and until next time, bye!